Okay. Question number 165. The mixture which shows positive deviation from Raoult's law. Let us consider mixture of ethanol and acetone. Before adding acetone, between two ethyl alcohol molecules, strong hydrogen bond is present. Whenever acetone is added to ethyl alcohol, these two molecules are occupying the adjacent positions. And between these two molecules, dipole-dipole attractions can only exist. Dipole-dipole attractions are weaker than the hydrogen bonding. So the force of attraction between the molecules decreases, which leads a positive deviation from Raoult's law. Now the option is fourth option. Next, question number 166. Which of the following oxo acid of sulfur has peroxy linkage? Let us consider H2S2O8, Marshall's acid, also known as peroxy disulfuric acid. If we consider the structure of this compound, now these are the two similar units, and this is one more unit having the same representation, and the two units joined by means of a peroxy bond. Now this is the compound that contains peroxy linkage, so the option is second option. Next, question number 167. Measuring of zeta potential is useful in the determination of which property of the colloidal solution. Now, zeta potential is directly proportional to stability of the colloidal solution. Now, zeta potential is useful in the determination of stability of the complex compound. So the option is second option. Next, question number 168. Sucrose on hydrolysis gives. Sucrose on hydrolysis produces the monomers which are involved in the formation of sucrose. One is alpha D glucose, another one is beta D fructose. Now these are the two components obtained by the hydrolysis of sucrose. So the option is second option. Next, question number 169. Find out the solubility of nickel hydroxide in 0.1 molar NaOH solution. Given that solubility product of nickel hydroxide is 2 into 10 power minus 15. Now let us consider nickel hydroxide undergoes a dissolution and produces Ni2 plus ion along with 2OH minus ion. If S mole per liter is the solubility of nickel hydroxide, now the concentration of Ni2 plus ion is S and the concentration of OH minus ion is 2S. Now the solution is in the presence of 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide. Now the concentration of OH minus ion becomes 2S plus 0.1. Now KSP, solubility product expression is concentration of Ni2 plus ion raised to the power of 1 into concentration of OH minus ion raised to the power of 2. Now solubility product value is given as 2 into 10 power minus 15. And the value of solubility product does not changes, even the concentrations changes. Now the value remains same, and concentration of Ni2 plus ion is S and concentration of OH minus ion is 2S plus 0.1 whole square. That is equal to S into 4S square plus 0.01 plus 0.4S. By multiplying this, This one becomes 4s cube and this one is 0.01s plus 0.4s square. S is a small value. When compared to s square is negligible and s power 3 is negligible. Now 0.01s is equal 2 into 10 power minus 15. Now solubility is equal 2 into 10 power minus 15 divided by 10 power minus 2, and the simplified value is 2 into 10 power minus 13, and the option is fourth option. Next question number 170. The correct option for free expansion of an ideal gas under adiabatic conditions is free expansion. Now, work done in free expansion is equal to 0. Now, let us consider adiabatic process. In an adiabatic process, delta T is equal to 0. Under these conditions, Q is also equals to 0. Now the correct option is fourth option. Next question number 171. Which of the following amine will give carbyl amine test? Carbyl amine test is given by only primary amines. That is, we have to select the primary amine among the given options, and the correct option is aniline, which is a primary amine. So the correct option is fourth option. Next question number 172. Toluene is allowed to react with chlorine in presence of sunlight, and a compound has to be formed, and this compound on hydrolysis produces benzaldehyde. Now the question is, what is this compound? Now let us consider this compound is CHCl2. That is, two hydrogen atoms attached to aliphatic carbon atom are replaced by two chlorines. Now the formed compound on hydrolysis produces, this is the compound. That is, the chlorine atoms has to be replaced by OH groups, and this compound by the elimination of water molecule produces benzaldehyde. Now the intermediate compound is, so this is the intermediate compound, and the option is second option. Next question number 173. Reaction between benzaldehyde and acetophenone. Now this is benzaldehyde. Another one is acetophenone. Now between these two compounds there is a presence of alpha hydrogen here, and here is no alpha hydrogen. Aldol condensation will take place, but the two molecules are different, then it is to be considered as cross aldol condensation reaction. So this is question number 173. Now the option is third option. Next question number 174. Identify a molecule which does not exist. Suppose if you are considering He2. Now the number of electrons present are to be considered as 4 electrons are present. According to MO theory, if we distribute those electrons, sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2. Here the number of bond order is nothing but number of electrons in bonding molecular orbital 2, number of electrons in anti-bonding molecular orbital 2 and divided by 2. Now the value is equal to 0, bond order is 0. So there is no chance for the existing of the bond between two helium atoms, so He2 does not exist. Next question number 175. Different structures are given. Out of those structures, which structure produces formaldehyde on ozonolysis? Now let us consider the structure CH2 single bond CH double bond CH2. If it is subjected to ozonolysis, that is ozone is added followed by hydrolysis in presence of zinc dust. Simply we have to consider the products such as, here we have to keep the double bond oxygen, here we have to keep the double bond oxygen. Maybe there is a chance for the ozonolysis at this site. Ozonolysis at this site. Now this product is nothing but formaldehyde. One of the product is obtained from this compound. Now question number 176. The following metal ion activates many enzymes that participate in the oxidation of glucose to produce ATP, and with sodium is responsible for transmission of the nerve signals. Now that is nothing but potassium plays that role. So the option is potassium, third option. Next let us consider 177. The given compound is anisole, OCH3. Yellow to react with hydrogen iodide. What about the product to be formed? Now here, the bond present between aromatic carbon and oxygen is having a partial double bond character. So the cleavage of this bond will not take place. So the cleavage takes place at this side. Now the product is phenol along with the formation of methyl iodide. Now the correct option is fourth option. Next question number 178, which is a matching question, and the given compounds are, one is carbon monoxide, another one is barium oxide, next one is Al2O3 and next one is Cl2O7. In the second column, nature of those oxides will be given. If we consider these oxides, carbon monoxide, which is neutral in nature, barium oxide, which is a metal oxide, which is basic in nature, and Al2O3 is amphoteric in nature, whereas Cl2O7 is acidic in nature. Now the correct match is first option. Next, question number 179. There is a mixture of sodium chloride, calcium chloride and magnesium chloride. They are present in solution, that is in water. Actually they undergo ionization to produce Na plus, Cl minus, and it produces Ca2 plus and 2Cl minus, and it produces Mg2 plus 2Cl minus. Through this mixture, if HCl gas is passed, which one is crystallizes fast? This is the question. Out of these three chlorides, sodium chloride is less soluble in water. Less soluble in water means its solubility product is less. Due to common ion effect, that is from HCl, Cl minus ion enters into the solution. Due to common ion effect, the solubility of all the salts decreases. But solubility of NaCl is less, so that NaCl crystallizes first. And one more reason is this CaCl2 and MgCl2, which are to be considered as amorphous solids and are relatively more soluble, so that they are not crystallizes. That is, in preference to them, NaCl will be precipitized or crystallizes first. So the answer is NaCl. Only NaCl option is first option. Next question number 180. Reaction between acetone and methyl magnesium chloride followed by hydrolysis gives. Now this is acetone. CH3 C double bond O CH3, which is allowed to react with methyl magnesium bromide. Now the pi bond present between carbon and oxygen shifts onto the oxygen atom, so that there is a development of the positive charge on this carbon, negative charge on oxygen. In Grignard reaction, this magnesium bears the partial positive charge and the carbon atom of the alkyl group which bears the partial negative charge. Now this magnesium atom attaches to oxygen atom which bears the negative charge. So which is to be considered as OMgBr. Now the carbon atom of methyl group which bears the partial negative charge attacks on the carbon atom which bears the positive charge. This is the intermediate to be formed, and this one has to subject it to hydrolysis. Now the bond is broken here. OH has to be added here and hydrogen has to be added here. Now the product is CH3, COH, CH3, CH3 along with MgOH, Br. Now the major product is, this is the major product, tertiary butyl alcohol. Now the answer is second option.